So I'd like to share with you a really interesting story called Tuesday by David Weisner. It's a great book for asking yourself questions as you're reading, especially since I'm already asking myself, what in the world are these things? I can tell it's nighttime, but I'm very puzzled. Looking at the time on the clock, I know it's almost 9 o'clock. This is Tuesday. Tuesday evening, around 8. Notice how the illustrator has separate panels here to show the sequences in the action. I can tell it's going from sunset into evening, and I can tell from the position of the moon that time is passing. Here's what I'm finding extremely interesting. Look at this turtle. He's got his head turned. He almost looks surprised to me, and I'm wondering why. Now, can you infer how he's feeling? Look at his expression, and look at the way he's into his shell. What is going on with these frogs? Notice that. They're flying. Why would they do that? They look pretty happy about it. Notice how they're traveling. I'm still wondering, why in the world are they flying? Looks like they're heading to a neighborhood. It's 11:20 p.m. This is a great picture. Can you infer how the man is feeling? Why he's feeling that way? What are your clues? Oh my. Notice the details. In just pictures, we're getting quite a story here. What does this make you think of? Notice there's a couple. What's happening now? I'm wondering if the frogs have control. Still want to know why they're doing this. Here we go. Note the details here. What are these frogs all doing? Look at this one. Now look here. Notice this frog up here. Why is he looking at something different? 4:38 a.m. What's this frog doing? Does he have control? Again, notice how the panels are showing this sequence of action. Oh no! Look at the dog. Look at his eyes. Can you infer how the dog is feeling? Oh wow. What one word could you use to describe the action in this illustration? Wait, something happened. It's morning now. Frogs aren't on lily pads anymore. Look at this face. Can you infer his mood now? Police are on the scene. What might he be saying? What might he be thinking? Look at this. Look at his expression. How's he feeling? Next Tuesday, 7:58 p.m. Wait a minute. What's this? Oh my, when pigs fly. And that's Tuesday. Now, there's a lot that we could do with this text. We certainly could continue exploring the mood in this story, but I want to focus on a signpost that you're going to start recognizing when you read, and it's called a contrast or contradiction. It's when a character does something that contrasts with what you'd expect or contradicts earlier acts or statements. So this is when you stop and ask, why does the character feel or act this way? I think that this book, Tuesday, really illustrates contrasts and contradictions because as I go through and I notice things, look at this turtle. Why would this turtle act this way? Well, I think that it's answered on the next page. Why would these frogs be flying? And so as I go through this text, I would be looking for these signs of contrasts and contradictions. Enjoy looking at this text just a little bit closer with your group and see if you can find some contrasts and contradictions. These are flags or post-it notes that you can take out and you can mark and indicate the things that are making you wonder, why would a character, actor feel this way? So continuing on with the idea of contrasts and contradictions, I ask you to read this text called Thank You, Ma'am. And as you were reading, I'm guessing that there might have been some things that were standing out as interesting to you. I'd like to point out a few things that I noticed as I was reading. And my first contrast or contradiction comes here in the text. Notice how here, where he says, your face is dirty. I got a great mind to wash your face for you. Ain't you got nobody home to tell you to wash your face? Well, here, my first thought would be, don't take this child home. Didn't he try to steal the lady's purse? Now, I'm wondering, why in the world would this lady want to wash the boy's face? Why is she acting this way? Got a great mind to wash your face. Why would she say that? As I read on, I noted another contrast and contradiction. The boy, when he comes home with the woman, he looks at the woman and then he looks at the door. Before, he was trying to get away, but now he's staying and he goes to the sink. Why is this character acting this way? This contradicts what I would be expecting. I would think he'd be trying to get away. As I read on, I note another contrast and contradiction. The boy says there's no one home at his house, and then the woman tells him, well, then we'll eat. I believe you're hungry. I keep wondering, why is this woman being so kind to the boy who was trying to steal her purse? It just doesn't seem to add up. As I read on further, notice here, you thought I was gonna say But didn't you? You thought I was going to say, but I didn't snatch people's pocketbooks. Well, I wasn't going to say that. Then she goes on to say, I've done things too. Makes me wonder, what's the story with this woman? I'm starting to really consider why she's doing the things she's doing, but I'm still wondering why. And finally, as I read on, I notice that the boy says here he didn't want to be mistrusted now. He's gone from being a thief or trying to be a thief to now he wants the woman to trust him. Why does he care about her now? Why does he want to be trusted now? There's been a change. What's making him feel this way? How about this? The woman did not ask the boy anything about where he lived or his folks or anything else that would embarrass him. That goes against my instincts. I'd want to get more information about the boy so I could help him out. At this point, she's not looking to do that. So now I'm wondering. Now look at this. Now here, take this $10 and buy yourself some blue suede shoes. She's giving him money to go buy shoes. And next time, do not make the mistake of latching onto my pocketbook. So why is she acting this way? Then look here at the end. The woman shuts the door, and he never sees the woman again. So I think this text is filled with all kinds of contrasts and contradictions. Signposts that make me stop and ask, why is a character feeling or acting this way? It really gets into the motivations of the character.